Most men don't fail because they don't want it badly enough. They fail because they keep waiting for a version of themselves that never actually shows up. They tell themselves after the holidays, once work slows down, I'll get to the gym and this and that. January 1st, guys, listen to me. It's already January 1st right now. But every fucking year, they say the same thing to themselves. Just a little quieter, right? If you're listening to this right now, there's a good chance you already know that feeling, right? You don't really hate yourself, no. You're not really super lazy, even though I call you that sometimes. I at least say that to push your buttons, you guys, to be clear. But anyways, you're just tired of starting over, aren't you? Yeah, I get it. Today, I want to talk about why 14 days done the right way can permanently change how you carry yourself, how you train, and how seriously you take your own fucking word. And no, this really isn't about fitness. This is about mental dominance. Let's start, you guys. You are listening to the Masculine Mindset Show, a podcast for men to develop a backbone, a masculine purpose, if you will, and get more physically attractive, and even become more mentally healthy. All you men listening, I turn nice introverts into fit, self-entitled savages, if you will. And you might even become a little cocky as a result of your G status. More importantly, you guys, I also show you how to flirt and date more women and seal the deal. Just look at the show notes. They are all on my blog articles. Let's get into the content. This is the real problem, you guys. Most men think their problem is motivation. They think, if I could just stay consistent, if I could just stop falling off, if I could just lock in. Here's the thing about that, brothers. Okay, you heard this already from me last fucking week. Remember that podcast? Why most men fall off from fitness in only 3 weeks? Yeah, find that. Okay? That aside, the issue is that you're trying to build discipline without a container. You're relying on willpower in a world designed to drain it. You're making decisions every day that should already be decided for you. What happens as a result? You wake up tired, you debate going to the gym, you negotiate with your inner bitch, for example. You skip once, and suddenly the whole identity collapses. Not because you're weak, even though I call you weak sometimes. All good, no worries. But because nothing was holding you in place. Structure is what holds men together when motivation disappears. And most men have never been taught how to build it. So guys, check this out. I jumped straight into the content, but I want to tell you right now. Check the show notes, as I always say. Podcast descriptions and all that. I want you to leave me a 5-star review. Now let's keep moving forward. Part 2, brothers. Why most programs fail men like you. Here's what doesn't work for a guy like you, okay? Random workouts out of nowhere. Oh, I'll just do like side planks for 15 minutes and try to beat everyone else. Yeah, right. Just push harder advice. Push harder, bro. This and that. Like loud, hype-driven coaching. Endless information with no order. Guys, I get it. Sometimes I can yell at the listener here and there. But I do that when I want to communicate a powerful message in my content. Okay? Not to just blatantly be loud for no reason whatsoever. I always have a purpose behind my podcast, you guys. Anyways, here's the point. You don't need the yelly, rah-rah shit. You need clarity, okay? You need to know exactly what to do when you walk into a gym. Exactly what it takes, okay? Exactly what the standard is. And more importantly, you need to train the part of yourself that follows through even when no one is watching. Okay, you guys? Let's face it. Standards and status are both very similar. And that exactly is what this challenge is built for. To get you to become high status with higher standards as a man. Why 14 days is the sweet spot. 14 days is not a random number. It's long enough to break your current pattern, but short enough that your mind can't sabotage it with long-term fear. You're not promising yourself a new life. You're promising yourself one decision, repeated daily. Show up, train, sit in stillness, leave. That repetition does something powerful. It restores trust in yourself. And trust is the foundation of self-respect. Guys, I gotta be clear with you. Some of you, I actually have kicked out of the 14-day challenge, okay? And honestly, it's hilarious to me that you guys make working out, literally, it's 2 exercises, 10 sets of 10 reps. And it's not as hard as what you put it out to be in your own mind, yet you still don't do it. Honestly, the fact that you make 2 exercises so fucking hard to do tells me everything I need to know about you. You're not masculine, but anyways, let's go. Part 4, what the 14-day mindset and muscle challenge actually is. Let me explain exactly what this program looks like, what it actually looks like. This is not a vague do your best program. You're training using German volume training, a simple, brutal, effective structure that forces adaptation. If you guys want to hear like the detailed outline of what this type of training really does, listen to my podcast and find it. It's called How to Boost Athletic Performance and Build Muscle at the Same Time. All right, you guys, if you really want to understand it. But anyways, German volume training is very simple but brutal, okay? Very simple but brutal. The workouts are direct. No guessing, no fluff, no wandering. It's built in a fitness app, okay? It's very simple to implement. If you just set up your damn profile. Fuck! It's like, guys, listen to me. I know I'm kind of like losing my shit right now, but it's like, I get people in there. It's like, you can't even fucking set up your damn profile. Like, is it that hard? Don't make something so simple, so fucking difficult. Anyways, you walk in knowing the movements, the sets, the reps, the standard. But here's the part that separates this from everything else. Every workout ends with meditation, okay? I know I kind of lost my shooter marble a little bit, but you guys, here's the thing. You make setting up your profile way too hard. I've dealt with many people who can't even make their damn profile, like, just set up properly. I look at these guys who come in, it's like, can you set up your damn profile? But anyways, I want to be clear about this. This isn't spiritual fluff. It's not about relaxation either, even though I say to meditate. This is more about nervous system training. After your body is taxed, basically, you're gassed out. After your heart rate is up, after your muscles are shaking, you sit. You don't distract yourself. You just sit in stillness. You don't reach for your phone. You don't run. You don't really, like, start responding to emails either, okay? You just sit down and relax. Turn on binaural beats, okay? Binaural beats. That's where discipline installs, okay? Part 5. Why stillness after sweat changes everything. Most men only know how to escape discomfort. They distract themselves. They kind of like go quietly numb and they quit after the workout. Very few men know how to remain calm after pressure, okay? That's why stress breaks them in life, not just in the gym. Daily meditation after each workout teaches you something subtle but very powerful. You can be uncomfortable without panicking. You can be tired without quitting. You can be still without collapsing. That carries into work, decisions, conversations, pressure, and conflict. Guys, I deal with problems all the time. Recently, I just had to deal with some stupid idiots over at Planet Fitness, but doesn't fucking matter. The tangent is this, you guys. I learned to just drop that shit. I'm not holding on to shit anymore, right? Actually, that's a good reference point to one of my ceremonies in Project X, but I'm not going to talk about Project X today. Just want you to hear me out here, okay? Daily meditation is powerful, okay? It's very powerful. You stop reacting. You stop relying on other people to, like, get into state either. You start coming back into yourself and focus on your breath. I talk about this on my podcast called How to Deal with Past Trauma. Just breathe, okay? Breath work. Very effective. Okay? Breathe. Just breathe. Guys, listen to me. I know I talk about getting into like a masculine mindset, but sometimes the easiest way to get a masculine mindset is to meditate. It's a very early podcast. Scroll throughout my podcast library. It's very fucking early. Extremely fucking early. But again, just remember to meditate. Because when you meditate, you stay relaxed. You don't lose your shooter marble like me sometimes. Right? Yeah. But that aside, you guys, is this. I only do that to really push you guys to do the right things you should be doing. But anyhow, that aside, you guys, daily meditation is very powerful. It really is. A lot of you think, yeah, it's not, but it is. Like, you can't tell me quieting your mind isn't really a good thing. I actually talked to the Chisler James about this on an earlier interview called Mental Toughness, Fitness, and Dating. So find that interview. We both really talk about how daily meditation is very effective for men. But anyways, let's go. Quick success story. Now, guys, listen to me. One of the men who went through this challenge is Eduardo. Now, I talked about his success on my podcast called How to Train Like a Psychopath. A little bit intense of an episode, so bear in mind that is an intense podcast. But anyways, the point is this, you guys. He followed the structure. Every workout, every meditation, no shortcuts. He didn't just finish the challenge, he completed it. And what he told me afterward really stuck. The workouts were hard, but the meditation was the part that changed him. Because that's where he learned to slow his thoughts, to stop overthinking, to stop going down rabbit holes, right? Want to go into upward spirals. Okay. Upward spirals. I actually interviewed this dude named Michael Gazelle. Shout out to Mike. Was it last year? Yeah, I think it was. How to Change Your Life or something like that. Yeah. He runs this business called Upward Spiral of Excellence. What a great fucking champion right there. Love that guy. Anyways, that aside, you guys, don't go down rabbit holes. Don't overthink. Okay, meditation is very powerful. All right, when you overthink shit, yeah, you end up thinking, oh, what is this guy gonna think of me lifting that much weight, kind of thing. Like, don't compare yourself to the next guy. All right, you guys, comparison mode is bad. So, oh wait, how much can Adam bench? But why worry about me? Why not focus on you? Okay, meditation helps with that. All right, you guys. So, focus on what you can do with your own mind and quiet your mind. All right, you guys, just quiet your mind and know that you have it in you to just quiet your mind. I mean, it's really that simple, right? When I talk about you get physical dominance and mental dominance, I mean that, because physical dominance, you do the workouts. Mental dominance, you do daily meditation, right? That's the point here. So, guys, check this out. The point is this. Eduardo became more grounded, more deliberate, more composed, not louder, not too crazy, right? Like how I go a little crazy sometimes. But guys, listen to me. Even though Eduardo and I have had some disagreements here and there, he's still a fucking champion, okay? He is. He's a fucking champion because he went through the program, all right? No worries. Okay, sometimes we just have a few disagreements. All good. We move on. But he became freaking way more masculine, and not to mention, you guys, the point is this, okay? That's the difference between training randomly and training with intent, okay? You train your body, then you train your mind. What this program really builds, or I should say, the 14 days, yeah. This challenge isn't about abs. It's not about aesthetics alone, okay? It builds self-respect and self-love. Guys, think about it. If you respect yourself, you would work out, okay? And if you respect your mind, you would meditate. It's that simple, you know what I mean? Self-respect doesn't come from confidence or tricks. Anything like that. Oh, here are these 5 tricks to get more confidence. Yeah, I don't like that type of advice. I just don't. Not my thing. But anyways, it doesn't come from that, you guys. Self-respect comes from you proving to yourself that you can act. Okay? It starts today, you guys, on the new year. If you're really looking to build your body, I'm going to request that you look in the show notes. But anyways, it really comes from proof. You need to prove to yourself that you can do it. Proof that when you say you'll do something, you'll actually do it. Take courageous action. I would say that earlier on my podcast library. Even when it's inconvenient. Even when no one's watching. Your body changes. Your posture changes. Your presence changes. And without trying, people respond differently. That's not confidence. That's inner congruence. I talk about inner congruence in my hardcover book, 77 Ways to Develop a Masculine Mindset. The New Year frame, okay? I went through several parts here really quick. This was a very fast podcast, you guys. But, I talked about why the 14 days is the sweet spot, what the 14-day mindset and muscle challenge actually is, Why stillness after sweat changes everything. Eduardo Sanchez, right? His story and this and that. What it actually builds, right? How it builds self-respect. Now, the New Year frame. Okay? Today's the New Year, you guys. Most men will wait for the calendar to give them permission. This is not the right plan, you guys. Building discipline is not about that. Okay? The strongest move you can make is starting before the year flips. By the way, it is a new year today. Okay? So, this isn't for motivation. It's not for symbolism. Don't compare yourself to the next man, alright? The point is this. The biggest mistake in all of fitness, you guys, is that you compare yourself to every single man out there. That is an unrealistic standard, okay? You have your own fitness level. You have your own fitness journey. Don't look at another man's body and think, oh, I can't get that. Yeah, actually, you guys, you'd actually be surprised that what you can achieve with your body is way more possible than what you actually think. The mind can conquer the body more than what you realize. But anyways, let's go. As I said, the strongest move you can make is starting before the year flips, okay? But today is where that year flips. It's 2026, you guys. I'm kind of being a smartass right now. But anyways, you don't need a new year to act differently. You need structure. So check this out, you guys. Let's keep fucking going. I have people in my Trainerize program. Yeah. So just click the link in the show notes. Let's go. The invitation. If you're tired of restarting, if you're done negotiating with yourself, if you're ready to build discipline that actually sticks, 14-day mindset muscle challenge is open. It's simple. It's structured. It works if you show up. 14 days. One decision. No guessing. Link in the description, you guys. And remember this right now, okay? Just remember this. A man who keeps his word to himself becomes a man others take seriously, okay? You need to have that cognitive dissonance with yourself, okay? Prove to yourself you can do it, you guys. Develop that unbreakable winner's mindset that I always talk about in my book, 77 Ways to Develop a Masculine Mindset. Because, guys, listen to me. When you keep your word to yourself, you are masculine, okay? A lot of men can't do that. If you can, then you are improving your masculine energy. But more importantly, guys, here's a big key point to the Star podcast. This is not just about the 14-day challenge. This is about you changing your fucking life and stop relying on, other people to tell you basically to get fit, okay? Even though I am one of those guys, technically, but here's the thing. I want you to make the decision to act today because it's the new year. Stop waiting around. Take action. Link in the description. Let's go.